How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the GoNoGo show. I am your host, Nizam, and to my left, we have Adam hanging out with you today. We got all kinds of good stuff for you. What do we got? What do we got going on today?
Well, today we have our lineup for today is Neighbors, Brick Mansions, and new on demand and on Blu-ray and DVD is Her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you think we should hashtag?
Hashtag?
Yeah. Let's. I say we
want a hashtag.
Yeah. Let's. We got to hashtag the show, right?
Sure. We can hashtag.
What should we go with?
I would say hashtag GoNoGo. Right?
That's simple.
Very simple.
That's simple.
It's clean. It's
easy. It's
yeah.
easy. All right, so hashtag GoNoGo. That's what we're going to go with. So check us out. What are we going to do? We're going to do Instagram. We're going to do Twitter.
Yes.
And I think people hashtag on Facebook?
People do hashtag on Facebook. I don't know if it works. I don't know if it goes anywhere, but they actually do hashtag, and it might be weird, but whatever. Hit all social media, whatever it takes.
All right, cool. So we have hashtag
GoNoGo.
GoNoGo.
Yep.
Definitely on Instagram, definitely on Twitter, and I guess we're gonna hashtag on Facebook.
Sure, why not?
So you can see the show. All right, so let's just get into the show. Let's do it.
Let's get into it. But first of all, before we start with the movie reviews, we want to talk about the long-awaited release of the picture of Ben Affleck as Batman and the new Batmobile and the new suit and everything. So I know a lot of people have been waiting for this.
Yeah.
And I would like to know what you think first.
Comes out, when does it come out? Next year, right?
2015, yes.
2015.
We still have a long ways away, but that's the first look that we have of it.
Oh, man. Ben Affleck, Batman.
Yeah.
This is like, I don't know, man. Ben Affleck, I love him, but he's like hit or miss, man. We got Keaton, Clooney, Kilmer, Christian, and now Ben Affleck?
It doesn't fit the name scheme,
there's no
or I guess Affleck.
Yeah.
I guess that could work. I don't know.
I don't know. I hope he does a good job, man.
Me too.
I feel like Clooney was kind of a bust. Like sometimes you're a little too pretty.
Yeah, I think Clooney definitely single-handedly took down the franchise.
Yeah.
But Ben Affleck, I would say, when I first heard the news, my knees buckled. I almost threw up. And as a lifelong diehard Batman fan, if obviously anyone out there who knows me, Batman is my. Don't let the shirt fool you. Batman is my guy. But lately, especially with the directing, the movies he's directed, and Argo, Gone Baby Gone, and The Town, it's like he's starting to take himself more seriously. He's starting to be more professional, and he's putting out good work. So I'm going to save my complaints till after. If he completely messes it up, then I'll throw eggs at his house. But if he doesn't, then good for him.
He did the Marvel one. He did okay with that.
Yeah, Daredevil.
That was all right.
Yeah, but that was right after the X-Men came out. It was like the first X-Men came out, and then like Daredevil was like right on the heels of that. So it was like we still haven't found the niche for superheroes in our society at that point. Yeah, so it was like, it was entertaining, don't get me wrong, it was, but it was a little cheesy in the red leather suit going, I want justice, I was just like, okay.
So Affleck, Beneford, whatever they are, there was Elektra and Daredevil. I mean, can you comment on that? Which was better?
Elektra?
Elektra or Daredevil?
Oh, Daredevil, hands down. I thought Elektra, I mean, I love the actress that plays
Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer Garner, yes. Yeah. I'm sorry, his wife.
Basically. Yeah. That's why I didn't know if you wanted to comment on it or not.
Yeah, well, I mean,
they're already having problems. I think he cheated or something.
I love her. Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, when you're Batman, but I'm telling you, I thought the Elektra movie was ridiculous, but I enjoyed Daredevil. It was just fun, over the top, ridiculousness. But Elektra was just like boring. Like, what are you trying to be too serious? Ridiculousness.
Yeah. I liked her. She had a good show. Alias that was on. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
But
good work.
So I know Batman is definitely true to your heart. You had your Batman T-shirt on last week.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I need to do something. I had like the stupid tuxedo shirt on. So this week I went with my shirt, Brazil.
I'm not familiar with that character.
No, it's Brazil.
The marvelous Brazil?
No, it's the
dark Brazil.
No, World Cup. Oh,
sports?
Soccer, yeah.
Oh, there's no place for sports in this show, man.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I wanted to do something cool like you.
No, you nailed it.
Let's just do the first.
You nailed it.
Let's do the first. What's the first movie?
The first movie is Neighbors, #1 at the box office, smash hit, and here's the first look at it.
All right, let's check it out.
Look over here, sweetie. Smile.
We're making a Stella calendar.
Smile, Heisenberg. She's eating a lot of that blue stuff. What is that?
It's just Gatorade.
Okay, good.
You guys have to come out. I haven't seen you in forever.
I really need to get out of the house.
We can have fun here. This is delightful. We should get one of these above our bed. Look, new neighbors.
Wow.
What do we got?
Is that a fraternity? We have to go over there. We've got to be cool.
And we say, by the way, keep it down.
Well, we won't say it like that. Just like, keep it down.
What are you doing with this?
Keep it down.
Just
Like you
don't,
say.
we've overworked it. Just wanted to say, welcome to the
Yeah,
hood.
welcome.
Also, if you could maybe just...
Keep it down.
Anyway.
Make sure if we're too noisy, call me first. Don't call the cops.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go tell them to...
Yeah. Are you ready for a show?
Call the cops.
That almost seems so lame.
Do it anonymously.
It's a good idea. They do our dirty work for us. Oh, no. You sold us out.
You called about your neighbors?
No.
We have call ID. We're cops. Everybody has call ID.
You guys just woke a sleeping giant. Welcome to the darkness, bitches.
I think the frat broke into the car and stole all the airbags.
So weird.
Why would they just break in and steal the airbags?
I don't know. We should follow police. Delta Psi has the upper hand.
We're throwing a Robert De Niro party. Should be pretty loud.
You called the cops, you violated the circle of trust, fucker.
Just go.
You're upsetting Jinxie Cat.
This is our home.
It's our home.
We're having a hard time hanging onto our balls. They're so big.
I'm a mama bear.
Claws are out. I have a darkness inside of me, and you will see it.
Dude, we missed the airbag.
What do you got there, sweetie? You got a balloon? That's not a balloon. Oh, Jesus.
Her mouth is going to be a little bit numb from the lubricant. Other than that, you guys are free to go. Do you guys want the condom to take with you?
Wow, that's pretty good. Real quick, all right. So this T-shirt might work.
Okay.
I got to give a shout out to my college, UNCC. I went to school at University of North Carolina, and this is the shirt that we wore back in the day. You wear it if you're doing a keg stand. You go and so you read it.
So,
all right. So
that's how it
all right.
works.
All right.
Okay.
You start. What do you
Okay.
think? What do you think of Neighbors?
No, I'm really enjoying the spiel about the shirt. But no, anyway, it was very clever. I like it. I thought this movie was hilarious. I was like, right off the bat, as soon as watching the trailer, obviously you could tell it's going to be funny. Seth Rogen's always good for relatable comedy, and it was just off the wall, out of control, crazy. I really enjoyed it. You know, I was actually kind of surprised to see the amount of humanity that Zac Efron was brought to the role, to his role as the bad guy, basically, because it could have been just a throwaway character, but he was actually like decent in it. And you know, I haven't seen much of his work, but I'm enjoying it. And I actually have an MVP of the movie, which is Rose Byrne, who plays Seth Rogen's wife. She was hysterical. She absolutely stepped to the plate. She's done serious things, horror movies, action movies. She's done everything, but I've never known that she had this in her.
The comedy
chops.
chops.
To not only like stand with the greats, but also to steal scenes. To steal a scene with Seth Rogen, that's not easy.
Yeah.
And she did it. And also a honorable mention to Dave Franco, which is James Franco's younger brother. He was hysterical, of course. I think he has a very bright future in comedy as well. So yeah, I thought this movie was off the wall. It was awesome, and it was one of the few comedies where not the best parts weren't just in the trailer.
Yeah.
It's Seth Rogen has he has perfected the everyman role. Like he says everything that you're thinking, regardless of any situation you're in, from just a regular conversation with your wife to like an awkward like fight or whatever. Every fight scene in his movies are hysterical because it's the way that like a regular dude would fight. You know, it's not just like an action stage piece. It's like you're just, you know, he says everything that you're thinking, and I love it. I think he's absolutely hysterical. So this absolutely gets a go for me.
Yeah. I felt like it was going to be like a knockdown, drag out, frat house, you know, party movie, you know, like the X movie or whatever that movie.
The Project X?
Project X, yeah.
Wasn't a fan.
But it was, it was like you said, there was like a spatter of humanity in there that kind of grabbed you, and it was a good flick. It was a good flick. It was definitely funny. The airbag thing is just funny. Like, I mean, I wish they didn't.
And it never gets old either. You can see it 100 times in the trailer. You can see it in the movie, and you're still laughing. It never gets old.
I wish they didn't show it. I wish they just showed the part where she's like, I think they stole the airbags, and then you'd kind of be like, well, what did they do with the airbags? And then when you saw it, like you already saw it beforehand.
True.
So,
but luckily, it's still really funny.
It's ridiculous. I don't know if you noticed the one in the office airbagged them out of his shoes.
Yeah, I love that. I love
you
seeing
see
that.
his shoes like kick off to the side. So yeah,
great detail.
Yeah, I thought it was a definite funny movie.
Yep.
Something you should go check out.
Absolutely.
I give it a go too. So if you can get to the theater and check it out, definitely go check it out.
Well worth it. It's hilarious.
Definitely. What do we have next on the docket?
Next is Brick Mansions.
Brick Mansions.
Yes.
All right, that's the. Who is it? It's Paul Walker.
It's Paul Walker, unfortunately, the late Paul Walker.
Yeah.
And David Bell, French parkour expert.
Well, let's check it out. Check it out.
Sounds good.
All right.
Detective, your father was a real hero. From what I hear, you're a lot like him. There's a situation that demands the best of the best.
We know where. Brick Mansions.
I got a plan to get us in. And we know who.
I spent my entire career trying to take down Tremaine.
You killed a friend of mine.
Stand by me. Who's my father?
Let's go make him pay.
Prepare for war.
Brick Mansions. Think you can handle it?
I handle what needs handling.
Grandson, you are all I've got left.
I am so close to taking down Tremaine, to making him pay.
Revenge and justice are not the same thing. They never are.
Time to snap up, boys!
You played me just like you played my father. At least you're gonna see it coming. This is a really bad idea.
I don't know.
Gets the blood flowing.
Yeah, definitely. I like. You know what? I feel like this is like one actor away, like one storyline away from being like a really, really good movie. David Bell, I love him.
Yeah,
he's
phenomenal.
He's gonna be the man. He
already is the man.
I'm gonna kind of. What else was he in though? He wasn't.
Well, he was in the original version of this, District B13.
Yeah,
he's known for his parkour style and stuff like that. This is like he's starting to broaden his horizons into America and stuff like that. But
like
he's
I
big
feel
in
like
France.
can we put him up there with like maybe like a Jet Li or like
possibly or like the okay actors who are amazing physical artists.
Yeah. I mean this movie grabbed me right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like it was like you watch the previews and then the movie gets in and then you're like,
yeah.
Oh, what's going on? And you jump in. But I feel like it's just it's a spatter away. Like it could have been real good. Paul Walker, he's always good. He's always the cop, the crazy cop. Yeah. Ex-cop, undercover cop, whatever he's playing.
Yeah.
But I
he
thought
found his niche and he goes with it, which is fine.
I thought the action was real good. The Riz is in there. He's getting better.
Yeah.
He dropped a couple Wu-Tang references in there, which was kind of clever. And the action was great.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I agree with that. The action was fun to watch, but I have I just had a bad taste in my mouth throughout because coming off of watching the original District B13 was just so much more parkour. Like remember this opening sequence, what he goes through and stuff. Picture a whole movie like that. Like watching David Bell doing his parkour is like jaw-dropping. The stunts that he does and how he stylizes, just getting from point A to point B in the most beautiful way he can, by flipping and jumping and slipping through cracks and stuff like that. That's what I wanted to see more of. But unfortunately, Paul Walker obviously can't keep up with that kind of stuff because he's not. That's just not. He's just a regular actor. He does action movies, but he's not. Like that, so they had to put more car chases in, which was okay. But it's like after seeing all the Fast and Furious movies, you see a car chase here and there, you're just like, all right.
Car chase with Paul Walker.
Of course you have to. I understand, and it was enjoyable at that. But I mean, one note I want to give to the director is that not everything you put in slow motion looks awesome. That's just one thing I have to say, because half the movie was in slow motion. Sometimes it looks great, but sometimes it's like something as mundane as a truck like bursting through a piece of glass or whatever, but it happens in slow motion. It's like, wow, look how awesome this is. But it's like, yeah, but he just ran through a piece of glass. It's not really, just, I don't know. And RZA, I'll give RZA a little bit of credit, but one thing I have to say is that, I don't know if you've noticed this, his accent kind of changed throughout the movie. Like the movie, he seems like just a regular, drug lord, whatever, and at the end he has like this Jamaican accent. I was like, what's up with that? What's going on?
I don't know.
You notice that?
Yeah, I think that's just the way he talks, man. I don't know.
Really? I think he thought it may have been like an acting choice for him, like he wanted to do that, but then he kind of forgot halfway through shooting. That's just my opinion. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, I think it's very subtle. But it's just he has his own distinct dialect too. So yeah, but there was one he said Bumba Clot door or something like, and I was like, what was that now?
And then another scene he's talking like he's from the Bronx or something. So
I think it's kind of subtle. I don't know if everybody they'll probably catch it now, but
you can tell the cast had a great time. You could tell that they looked like they were having a blast, which is kind of infectious. So it's like, oh, they're having fun. Now I'm kind of having fun, but I just thought the story was all over the place, and I thought it had a big identity crisis. Didn't know what kind of movie it wanted to be.
Exactly. Like I said, it's give me one more big name in there. Tighten up that story a little bit.
Maybe Vin Diesel, maybe The Rock, maybe Tyrese. Just make it Fast and Furious. No. Part 13.
Maybe somebody else. Maybe Jet Li. I don't know. Yeah. One more character or. Tighten up that storyline a little bit,
definitely
because these guys were gangsters. You know what I'm saying? And
it didn't seem like they cared too much about the script. It seemed like we have all these great action pieces and action stars. Let's just kill them with the action, which is great, which is fine because that's all I need. I mean, I was satisfied. That's all I need for a movie. But for the normal general public, I don't see them really taking an interest in it if the story just doesn't make any sense.
Right. So no go for you?
I have to say it's a no go for me.
Yeah, no go for me too. No go. It's something that we have big enough screens now. We have 60-inch, 50-inch, 70-inch screens.
Absolutely.
You can still get the action of it, but I think you'd be a little disappointed with the storyline and
you wouldn't want to spend $13 on it. Let's just say that.
It's just a tad away. They almost got it. So.
Almost.
But all right. So what do we have next? What are we going with next?
Next is new on Blu-ray and DVD and on demand. Spike Jonze's Her, starring Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay, just in case you didn't catch it in the theater on demand, let's check it out.
Good morning, Theodore.
Good morning.
You have a meeting in 5 minutes. You want to try getting out of bed? Get up!
You're too funny.
Theodore, I saw in your emails that you'd gone through a breakup recently.
You're kind of nosy.
Am I? You'll get used to it. So what was it like being married?
There's something that feels so good about sharing your life with somebody.
How do you share your life with somebody?
The woman that I've been seeing, Samantha, she's an operating system.
You're dating Inois? What is that like?
I feel really close to her. Like when I talk to her, I feel like she's with me.
I want to learn everything about everything. I want to discover myself.
I want that for you too.
Keep going. Keep going.
Falling in love is kind of like a form of socially acceptable insanity. You're
you're dating your computer?
She's not just a computer.
You always wanted to have a wife without the challenges of actually dealing with anything real. I'm glad that you found someone.
I don't know what I want. Ever. Am I in this because I'm strong enough for a real relationship?
Is it not a real relationship? I can feel the fear that you carry around. I wish they could help you let go of it because I don't think you'd feel so alone anymore.
You're beautiful.
We're only here briefly, and while I'm here, I want to allow myself joy.
I've never loved anyone the way I love you.
Me too. Now I know how.
I'm gonna go first on this. I'm gonna go first.
Yeah.
So this movie it's a romantic sci-fi fantasy comedy. I don't know. It's
Dramedy.
Dramedy.
Yeah.
Spike Jonze he kind of walks the line on this one. There's this operating system. You know, it's basically like a fantasy person, you know, but it's a computer. He falls in love. It takes you on a ride. I felt I felt sad for this guy, but I felt happy for this guy. It is definitely original. I feel like it's talking about guys. Like, guys, this is a wake up call movie for me. It's like guys, wake up. Mm-hmm. Stop being so non-committal, you know? But it's like, people, wake up, unplug, you know? Because this dude falls in love with his computer, but it was his laptop, basically, you know? And it's Scarlett Johansson, so it's okay.
Well, of course, because we all know what's behind that voice.
But I don't know. It's definitely a wake-up call. I feel like it's a guy flick. It's talking to guys. It's talking to everyone who's attached to their devices. I came to the studio today with a tablet and my laptop and my cell phone, and it's just like this movie says we are getting way too attached. I don't know if it's in the future, if it's now. I think it was LA, but it felt like maybe it was like the Orient somewhere, maybe, you know. Yeah. But it's definitely something to check out. It's interesting.
Yeah, well, I actually absolutely loved this film. I fell in love with it. I'm going to break it down to its simplest form as well. I just thought it was the sweetest, most pure, romantic love story that I've seen since the Before Sunrise trilogy, basically. And I absolutely fell in love with these characters. And you're right, we're not talking about the unplugging and like the guys fall in love with his laptop and maybe we're too connected or whatever. But if you think about it, it's what humans do to these. It's what we perceive this technology to be. It's like the OS wasn't designed to be a dating system for people. You know, the operating system. It's like he just fell in love with it. It was supposed to, like, you know, help. You know, like Siri. It's supposed to be like a Siri type of thing. But the difference between this one, Siri, and Scarlett Johansson's character, the OS, the operating system, or her, the difference is she had intuition. She had personality. She had sense of humor. She evolved daily as the way humans do. So I could see him falling in love for her, and very easily. Like if you met somebody on a dating website like Match.com or something like that, and you know you send a little wink or whatever they do, wink or message box, and then call me, and then you're talking to somebody. It could be somebody across the country, and you're just talking to them, but you're starting to fall in love because like, oh, we're laughing, we have the same interests, this and that. I saw no difference from that operating system to this because it was just they were evolving as like a couple together, and she was not just like, what can I do for you? This doesn't compute. You know, she was laughing with him. She was joking. She wanted to learn stuff. So it wasn't as unconventional as I thought. And Joaquin Phoenix's performance was phenomenal. Like you said, I felt everything through his eyes. Everything, from the toe curling, like goosebump-inducing joy that you could get from being in love, to the spine-crushing, soul-crushing misery that comes along with it. You know, and it just it had the entire spectrum. Just everything. anyone who's ever been in love or in a relationship can relate to what this character has been going through. And I thought it was such a creative way to do it, and especially in our day and age with all the technology and stuff like that. I thought it was beautiful. It was a beautiful movie.
I agree with a lot what you said, but I feel like it's a wake up call movie.
Yeah.
I feel like if you really dissect it, you can either throw out that willing suspense of disbelief and just fall in love with it,
which is what I did.
You
Hopeless romantic, I guess.
Or you can break it down
romantic.
like me. I feel like it's a wake up call to men. It's a wake up call to unplugging. It's a wake up call to communication. I feel like Samantha, the OS was very technical. It was just Scarlett Johansson saying it, so it was easier to fall in love with, because she was like, she wanted to learn, and she was like, you said something that hurt my feelings. Like, people don't say that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like it was kind of robotic the way she was.
But she was also kind of self-aware.
Yeah.
So that's a huge difference between a machine and if something's self-aware. Kind of like Skynet. Like Skynet went live. It's self-aware, and now it's going to take over the world. But it's like this one. She chose love. Nice.
Yeah. I feel like the operating system learned how to love, but it learned how to communicate, and it helped him to communicate better.
Absolutely.
I feel like his wife, ex-wife, whatever that character was, like, helped him to wake up too. Like that's when I was like, this is a wake up call. Yeah. Like, she was like, boom. Like,
because regardless of how romantic I want to make this and how I open my eyes to it, it still is very.
There's a reality.
You have to come back down to reality and be like, okay, this is not going to work. You can't date your operating system. You know what I mean? But I also think that, who are we to judge? Love in its purest form. Love in its. I mean, I'm not saying like, a guy fell in love with his dog, so like, wow, don't judge or whatever. It's like, well, a dog's not going to communicate with him, and like to that extent. They're not going to. But it's still like if. It's just like I said, it was like a connection. Like, if you're talking to somebody over the phone, I just thought that was beautiful, but it helped him grow as a person, which was nice.
It showed that. Yeah, they both grow. It showed that. So what do you think?
Go. Absolutely go.
Absolutely go.
Hands down.
If you haven't gotten to check it out, I give it a go too. Definitely check it out. And it's a conversation piece movie.
Definitely.
I think it'll hit you on some different levels, because it obviously hit us on some different levels. But overall, I think it's pretty good. So get out there, check it out.
Absolutely, go.
Looks like we're running out of time, guys. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do the hashtag, right? Hashtag GoNoGo.
Hashtag GoNoGo.
So make sure you check us out.
Yep.
First show is up online. It's wpcommunitymedia.org. Look for GoNoGo show. You can check out our first show. This show will be up real soon. We're here every week for you. You got anything else?
Yeah, look up other reviews on our Twitter page, which is @GoNoGo or our Instagram page, which is @GoNoGo Movie Reviews, all one word.
All right, cool. We'll see you real soon. Get out to the movies.
See you then.
See you.